So this is the first time in more than 2 weeks that I'm recording on the day itself. This is after I recorded 2 weeks in advance. And I'm sorry if this video is a bit late. I've had scattered thunderstorms during the day, so I couldn't record. Also, there's a guy outside using a chainsaw, so I hope that my microphone won't pick that up. But anyway, last time when we ended here, I said that the choice here would be obvious, but even if it is useless, I'll go look for aqueduct, so let's just do that. I should look for aqueduct, no matter how impossible it might look, no matter how hopeless it seems. It's all I can think of. I'll keep searching until I find her. I can leave her by herself, and I can let her settle things with Roha by herself. Alright, my mind is set. I can't waste any more time here. I have to go in town this very minute, and even if it means looking for a needle in a haystack, I have to find aqueduct. Naturally, the hallway is empty. The lights are shut off and the hallway is illuminated solely by the blue moonlight streaming in from the windows. I realize as I look up in the sky from the hallway, tonight is a full moon. I lose myself for a moment gazing at it. The silver moon, delicate beauty like glass, feels like it will crumble if I were to reach out my hand and touch it. That moon, when I was a child, I feel like I saw it in a stupor. Rob, cat. Suddenly, the scar on my chest begins to ache. Thump. My heart skips a beat. My blood starts to circulate wildly, and I can't control my breathing. Rob. I place my hand on my chest. My uniform is soaked in blood. My scar has opened and is bleeding. Thump. Panting. My breathing is out of control. A chill runs down my back, or through my back, and my spine painfully feels like it's going to burst open. Throb, thump, throb, thump, tap. In between my heartbeats, I hear a sound. It's probably blood dribbling down. Ah, someone is coming. From the far end of the hallway, walking towards me. Tap. The sounds of footsteps. There's something not right. This isn't the wild beating of my heart which comes from my body sensing danger like before. A headache runs through my head. This pain, this sense of danger is directed against me. I feel that shadowy figure is something I, Nishiki, must not meet. I breathe harder. I'm not even able to breathe properly. I take off my glasses. My knife is in my pocket. Figure draws closer, almost as brought near. Moonlight seems to suggest it's a male. The point indicating death pulsates in the center of his body like a heart. All around his body are numerous lines of death covered like wires for a machine. My breathing stops. There's something wrong with my head. Is he looking at himself? I don't know this figure, even though I don't know. I can't help but feel like it resembles someone. Tap, tap. He approaches. I'll be able to see his face soon. Who does he resemble? Who does he resemble? Who does he resemble? Who does he resemble? Who am I forgetting? Bloodshot eyes. The death all over his body. An alien stillness, as if the very air around us was frozen. I guess it's not Shiki looking at himself outside of his body as I thought initially. There's no mistaking it, he isn't human. He draws even closer. He heads straight in my direction, looking solely at me, smiling wordlessly. I ready my knife. The blade pops forth. He continues walking. There's no time to think or hesitate. Under the white moon, live in slow motion, I ready my knife. He doesn't stop. Slowly, as if time stopped only for me, he easily reaches out and takes my knife, holding it upside down. My body doesn't move. Cheeky. Being able to see death isn't just your privilege. Saying that, he moves my arm. Throb. A chill runs through me again. My brain freezes. Body remembers the same pain from before. The sound of slashed flesh. My knife is still. It's not plunged deeply in my chest. My body collapses. All my strength drains as I crumble to the floor. Fluttering, a white sheet falls. It's because I leaned on him when I fell. As I fell, my hand took the bandages wrapping his body. I see. You wish to see my face, Shiki? Saying that, he unfurls the bandages. Everything turns dark. His face. His face before me, I know it. I've always seen him before in his bandaged state. Late at night. But other than that, I honestly don't remember. Wait, is it the kid that Shiki killed? Does resemble that? Because his face. It resembles the face of the bloody child before me on that hot summer day. I fall onto the ground, knife still embedded in my chest. Strangely, there's no blood or even pain. My body just gets colder. My consciousness drifts away. My control over my body. Everything starts to fade away. I did pay you back for killing me. He says this as he looks down at me. The face I see as I look up. I recognize him. Of course I recognize him. Yeah, why have I forgotten until now? When I was a kid, the other child me and Akia played with at the mansion. Always, always we were together. When Akia came to play, me and him were always there to welcome her. So why? Why have I forgotten his name until now? Cheeky. That's right, Cheeky. Really been a long time. Wait, what? Would be no way that he would have the same name, so if he is Shiki, then who is this Shiki, the protagonist that we know? Shiki, Shiki, Akia, Shiki, Shiki, Akia, Shiki. Those meaningless scribbles. That's ridiculous. Also, I don't know what to say. My voice probably made a sharp sound, so I apologize. Luckily, I have some water here, so maybe that was just a bit of water making that clicking sound. Sorry, Shiki. I have to listen to my grudges just a little longer, so I avoided the point of death slightly. That's not fatal, so you'll probably stay conscious for a bit. Don't fade away that easy. That unpleasant laugh and the terrible uneasiness I felt when I faced Nero. In the midst of my fading consciousness, I realized something. He is Hakuit's enemy. Well then, shall I take that knife? Someone like you who is about to disappear won't need it. He reaches for the knife stuck in my chest. He grips the handle. The moment he takes it out will be my death. But I can't do anything. Can't move even to close my eyes. Cat. He flies. Suddenly, Jackie flies back as if he is struck by a car. At the same time, a black-robed figure appears. Even though this is the third floor, he crashes through the glass window and makes a flashy appearance. That must be Senpai. After flying back many meters, Shiki stands up slowly and stares at me lying on the floor. And Senpai protecting me. Bitch, interfering once and now twice. Senpai only stares back wordlessly at Shiki. He lowers himself as if to attack Senpai. And then, as if realizing something, Shiki suddenly begins to laugh. I see. That's how it is, woman. I can't believe it. But that's how it is. Interesting. This is the first time such a thing has happened in 800 years. If this is the case, then new things truly do await me. Shiki continues to laugh from the bottom of his heart. Senpai merely stares at the vampire in front of her. Is it? You've come to kill me, right? Or is it something else? Or is it that a cast-off shell cannot do anything on its own? Senpai doesn't respond. He looks away from the vampire and lifts me up. Oh? Then a posture is more important than cutting off the glass behind you. But that's useless. He is beyond help. It's only payback for him living as Shiki until now. Okay, so I know I said that I made a few claims about who Ro really was, but or Shiki pretending to be Shiki, I honestly didn't see coming. I did say that it wouldn't fit if it was Shiki himself, since that way there wouldn't really be an antagonist. But having our Shiki actually use the identity of Shiki, that way it works, I guess. No matter what, there is no healing someone whose lines of death are cut. Even that princess had to exchange her 800 years of time in order to regenerate. A human like him cannot escape death. His voice is full of mocking laughter. Senpai doesn't say anything in response. In the end, without a single word, as she holds me, she goes through the glass window and jumps outside. She seems to treat the height as if it were nothing. With a light step, she lands on the ground and runs from the school without even looking back. Through it all, I only look at the school building with empty eyes. Third floor hallway, I was in just until now. I keep searching words, I'm sorry. I blankly look at the vampire with long black hair, as if furiously watches us leave. Chapter 12. The World of the Moon. Till the 11th day. Still holding me, Senpai heads straight for my mansion. I don't know what she's planning, but this can't be good. With the knife still embedded in my chest, there's no mistake that my death is near. If Akia sees me like this, it won't just be a matter of her worrying. Damn it, I can't speak. I want to tell her to cut it out. I can only gasp for air. Please be quiet, Tono-kun. It's okay. I'm sure your sister can help. Help? That's impossible, Senpai. I'm stabbed in the chest and I can't even move. There isn't anyone who can help a person about to die like this. No, it is possible. Otherwise, it would not make any sense. Look, if your sister couldn't help you, would have died 8 years ago. That's why I know we still can make it. Her words, they have so many U's in them, I can hardly understand. Senpai, what do you... Please... Just please be quiet already. If you speak anymore, may not be able to help you. He gives an unbelievably serious, angry face. I feel terrible, so I close my eyes. Well, anyways, it's beginning. Look at hard. Staying up. So... I was always an outsider to my family. From an early age, I always thought that. From the time I was adopted from the Tono family by the Arima family. No, actually, long before that, I was an outsider to my family. I never even wondered why. Before I realized it, I was alone. There were people around me acting like my parents. I tried hard to act like their child. I think the house with the old tatami room was my first house. From there, after some incident, I was taken to a large Western style mansion. I have a brother and a sister around my same age, and we became good friends, I think. But there was always a wall between their father and me. But still, we tried hard to be like a real family. If we weren't related by blood, we tried to believe we were a family. but it ended abruptly. After a large accident, I was taken to a hospital. No one came to see me, and my eyes became abnormal. Until then, I was alone, and in the end, I was alone. I thought maybe I should just disappear like that, until I met that sorceress, as beautiful as the clear blue sky overhead. A nostalgic dream. I'm alive. Speak aimlessly. I don't seem to be able to lift a finger, but at least I can speak clearly. My mind is clear enough to grasp that this is my own room. Nissan, you awake? Akia, there? Akia is standing by the bedside, apparently having taken care of me. Akia, you? Look at Akia, not knowing what's happened. Looks away uneasily. This wound is, I can't say Shiki did it. First place, how did she react when I arrived with this wound? I would think usually you would send someone with a knife in their chest to the hospital. Akia, it's okay. I heard most of the circumstances from that person. That person, you mean Senpai? So looking down, Akia nods. I'm more confused. What exactly did Senpai tell Akia by most of the circumstances? This isn't good. Not knowing what Senpai told her, I can't ask her is something wrong. Akia, where's Senpai? If you mean that person, he is resting in the sitting room. Normally I would not let such a person stay in the house, but she has helped you. I can't treat her poorly. As she speaks, her expression turns more severe. Nissan, the wound in your chest was caused by Shiki, right? Directly, Akia cuts to the heart of the matter. That's an interesting way of phrasing Akia getting to the point. Akia, you... Didn't I say so earlier? I heard most of the circumstances from that person. Although, I would have understood the situation if I looked at you. The words stick in my throat. Akia, sounds as if she knew about Shiki from the beginning. Akia, you... About Shiki? Yes, I know. From the very beginning, I was aware of everything and called you back to the mansion. I suddenly get assailed by dizziness. Like I just got hit in the head with a hammer. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean you were aware of everything? I don't honestly know what's going on. Certainly, there was another kid with me and you back then. When I asked you, you said it wasn't the third child. I'm sorry. All I've ever done is lie to you. Even about this. I knew it would turn out like this. I lied to you all this time and deceived you. Deceived? Then there was a third kid. But why did he disappear suddenly? Yeah, I really can't remember. The third kid. I remember always playing with another boy my age. Akia sometimes would sneak away when her father wasn't looking and come play with us. But how come I don't remember? Things like why he disappeared, or like how his name Shiki was the same as mine. Yeah, everything I've clearly forgotten. Don't know. The only thing I remember is that the scene I saw in the courtyard. When I came back, it's only that hot summer day which floats in the back of my mind like a daydream. Akia's there, I'm there. And before me is the bloody corpse of another boy. Ah, yes, Shiki did say so. I paid you back for killing me, he said. So that means... Dream, I... really? Killed him? That's why he suddenly disappeared and I conveniently forgot all those bad memories. Akia, No, you're mistaken. Not kill anyone. Don't know, Makihisa. Our father commanded you to think that way. My old man did? I don't understand even more. Why would my old man command me to do something like that? Akia, you said you were aware of everything when you called me back. What do you mean? You know about 8 years ago, about Shiki, about everything? Yes, I didn't want you to remember about Shiki, Nisan. Possible. I wanted you to forget about it forever. But it's all over. From the beginning, it was impossible to hide it. Saying that, she gives herself the derisive smile. She looks at me in the eye and starts speaking again. Nisan, that person told you about the donor blood being special, right? You may not believe it, but there is no human blood in the donor ancestry. At least, this is what father has told me since I was young. Of course, I did not believe it at first, but something happened to make me believe it. That incident was when you were killed by Chiki 8 years ago. Killed? Me? Chiki? Akia nods wordlessly. But that's strange. That's the exact opposite. Chiki was the one lying bloody on the ground. Didn't he say I paid you back for killing me? As the people in the Don family grow older, inhuman blood in us increases. Blood isn't anything good. I think the type of blood mixed with the Don family greatly increases one's instincts. It makes me think it's just the blood of a beast. If you call a human part reason, the instincts of the non-human blood overpower reason. Akia, that's... No, you can't believe it because it's so sudden. So please, be quiet for now. No, I know someone exactly like that. But now, if I could move freely and avoid Chiki, I would fly out of here and look for her. However, the end comes for members of the Tone family as they grow older. There has not been an instance of inversion as a child like Shiki did. The blood in the Tone family varies from individual to individual. There are those whose appearance will not change, and those whose appearance will. Shiki was a typical case of the latter. The latter, his appearance changed. Yes. I do not understand why he went crazy at such a young age. But he inverted without any warning. When that happened, he attacked you, Nisan. Shiki attacked me. Rob. So I guess I was right about at least this Shiki having, or at least being somewhat non-human, since I've been saying that since the first part. It happened in that courtyard. You were stabbed in the chest and were on the verge of death. When father came and stopped Shiki. To stop Shiki, who had lost his mind, you can only kill him. It is the duty of the head of the Dono household to deal with members of the family who have inverted. So, bloody Shiki you saw was probably the result of father dealing with him. I can't remember. It was something else. I feel like there was something more important that I can't remember. Afterwards, you miraculously recovered. And as you remember, you were taken to the hospital and told you were in a big accident. The thing I got wrong though was that this Shiki or protagonist was created like this on purpose. Which I guess isn't true. For that reason, I was then raised to be the successor of the Dono family, even though I was the second child. Once inverted, Shiki could no longer be the successor, but the only other remaining blood relative had to be chosen. But the question is, who are we, the protagonist? I see. That's why Aki had to take such a heavy burden of becoming the successor. Akia? That's weird. You said it was Shiki that inverted, right? I'm not normal? I'm surprised, Nissan. You believed all of this? Hey, now, it's not like you lie like this. Well, I'm used to this kind of talk. More importantly, I'm asking you if this is a bit strange, Akia. I suppose you're alright. But Nissan, there's nothing wrong with the story. So can we not discuss it any further? Oh, Akia, sorry, but finding out about Shiki is important to me. He is both mine and her mutual enemies. I can't just ignore him. So, I have to know the truth. I can't have any traces of doubt left. Why is he alive if the old man killed him? Why? I forgot something so important. Please, me Akia. It is simple. Another reason. You could not succeed the Dono family. You really even forgot that, did you, Nissan? I wish that illusion continued forever. Akia? Nissan? You are not part of the Dono family. Because of a whim of father's. He adopted you just because you had the same name of his son, Shiki. Okay. That's a lot to take in. You and I, Shiki? We were raised as true siblings. We were really good friends with Shiki, almost enough to make my childish heart feel jealous. So, two people both named Shiki. Maybe there's just a lot of vampire otaku in that town. With the name Shiki being so popular as it seems. But after what happened to Shiki, everything went wrong. Shiki was taken care of secretly. But the eldest son of the Dono household could not be killed. The Dono family has an important standing in society, doesn't it? So, do not tell society that the heir of the family suddenly just disappeared. Not got disappeared. Then, father had an idea. Sweetnie's son was almost killed by Shiki. As Don Shiki, and Shiki be the adopted son who died in an accident. In other words, you traded places with Shiki. One killed remained alive, and the one who killed died. What is your relationship with Shiki? Then, what is this? I'm not your brother. I'm not even a member of the Dono family. Of course, not a member of the Arima family either. And where am I from? I'm sorry. No one can answer that now. Son, the child named Shiki is gone. The child named Shiki died 8 years ago. Not in terms of living, but in terms of existence. Name, a past, family, even memories. None of these remain anywhere. You traded places with Tonoshiki 8 years ago. Father disposed of everything. This is why you were adopted by the Arima family. To maintain appearances, the eldest son of the Tono family must still be alive. However, since you are not related by blood, you cannot be the heir. Reasoning that your body was weakened by the accident, you were given to the care of the Arima family. Commanded me not to let you near the mansion again. Akia's voice is trembling. She looks down, acting like she's resisting something. I know she must feel terribly guilty. Possibly the same reason why she actually summoned him again to the mansion after the father died. I don't intend to blame her. It might make me feel better that she feels that way, but there's something I still have to ask right now. No, there are still 2 things I need to clear up. Please keep talking, Akia. There's some things I still don't get all the way. Son, first, I understand I'm not a member of the Dono family, but that raises another question. You said the members of the Dono family are special. Then the question remains, why is he special? Maybe they somehow infused him with the Dono family blood. Like, I don't know if he was dying 8 years ago, maybe they gave him a blood transfusion with Dono family blood and made him like this. The truth is, I also have something strange. Senpai said it was because I was a member of the Dono family. I was convinced, but I'm not a member of the Dono family, right? Then, what does it all mean? I do not know. Sadly, father didn't seem the type to just adopt someone on a whim. Maybe some reason why he adopted you, Nissan. See, well, it doesn't really matter to me what family I'm from. I'm guessing that we'll find out in a different route. Can't have all the answers in the first route, obviously. And there's no need to worry about it, Akia. And I always thought I was just lucky to be alive. It was a really fatal wound, wasn't it? I'm blessed enough just being alive. Yeah, and more than that, the problem is, and second, why is Shiki alive? Claire. I unconsciously let hostility slip into my glare as I look at her. Nissan, it's strange that he's still alive. Shiki lost by a ton of blood. And did this inversion thing, didn't he? And he killed me. I was struck down by the old man. And then he shouldn't be alive. There's really only one possibility. Just like I recovered, he must have recovered. Well, maybe my old man didn't kill him. After all, no matter how insane he was still his son. So maybe he didn't kill him and hid him from the eyes of everyone else. Just like I was sent to the hospital. Akia doesn't answer. Seems I wasn't off the mark. I see. Hildman probably intended calling back to the mansion when Shiki regained his sanity. That isn't true, but she can say it. He only silently looks downwards. It's okay. It isn't your fault, or the old man's. Of course, not Shiki's either. Really, all just sort of happened. It's just bad luck that some insane guy from overseas entered Shiki. He said everything went crazy. That's all what happened. Akia doesn't respond. I'm a little tired, to be honest. I didn't want to know everything about myself. More than that, I have to find Argrid right now. Akia, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna sleep, so would you please leave? As if you say so, Nissan. Akia heads towards the door. Akia, there's the one thing left to ask. So I call after her. What is it, Nissan? Yeah. Why did you call me back here? I'm not even your real brother. Please don't say such foolish things. You are my only Nissan. Now and back then. Even if you forgot, when we were little. No Akia. You are my only Nissan, Shiki. That's just adorable. Door clicks shut as Akia exits my room. After she's gone, I finally realized my situation. I think it's a good place to end the video for today, since that was quite the reveal. I really can't wait to see how this continues, honestly, but I've been recording for more than 40 minutes already, so I assume we're going to look for Argrid after this. I want that to be a separate video. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.